What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. It's your boy Jay. This is gonna be my weekly recap. Sorry, I'm a day late. I had things to do right after market close on Friday, so had to get that stuff done. But this is my recap here for the week and the month because May ended this week. This is my Discord. I trade live in here. I coach other traders. I just tell them what I'm seeing during the day. We've got the lounge where we all hang out. We've got different market tabs so you can talk about the market you're trading inside. Apparently, no one trades the Dow, which I think is interesting. And then we have NQ or the Russell. No one likes the Russell either. Why isn't this opening? NQ getting some love there. And then no one likes the Russell, and no one has been trading stocks or options. So when I open it back up on July 15th, if you guys want to come in and you trade those products, you have, like, as of right now, a wide open channel that you can just chat about and fill up. Everyone has their journals. I told you guys in the videos, and I've mentioned this several times. If you're not journaling, you are not serious about improving, because there is no better freaking practice than reliving your last trades, reliving your last days, reliving your last, there's no better practice than that. If you are not journaling every day, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're probably not profitable, to be honest. I don't know anyone that journaled every day and is not profitable. I'll just put it that way. So, then I have my section here because it's my Discord, obviously. Jay's Journal. This is Discord only content. I would scroll down, but it's Discord only content. So good month. Let's see here. Let's go back to when I ended the last week, and we'll get to the month. All right, so Monday was a doozy. I had computer issues, so I didn't have my normal setup. I was using 2 tablets. I guess I could have went to the garage, but I didn't feel like walking, and it just wasn't in the right frame of mind. Having a brand new laptop crap out on me will kind of do that to put you in a bad mood. But I was disciplined enough to not only take long trades. The market tested the upper boundaries of this range overnight and wanted to test lower extremes during the regular session. Was in a couple of nice trades that went a lot lower as soon as I took a small profit. I could have done better just holding those, believing in my thesis, but overall I'm glad it's a green day and a meaningful green day. Hopefully we will get more tomorrow. We did get more the next day, but yeah, this was a day. I brought a brand new laptop. It's a Legion Lenovo Legion gaming laptop. I bought it so I could record and edit better videos for you guys. It would, since it was a gaming laptop, it would do whatever I wanted it to do, because those have to be able to handle graphics and everything. I could play games on it and watch movies, and I could power 4 screens, all that shit. So that's what I was doing, and the damn thing just died. I bought it in January. It's less than 6 months old. So that was disappointing. I had to send that off, and I was just in a bad mood all market. It's back now. It came back today, so it was really fast turnaround. But that kind of really put a damper on that Monday. And there were so many trades that Monday where I was in a trade, and I swear, as soon as I pressed sell, it dropped 5-10 points. I'm just like, oh, come on. You couldn't be a second earlier with that order. It's did I start the selling? Clearly I didn't. But it was terrible. It was terrible. So this day could have been a lot more, but I was so over it from the beginning. I was just happy to make a little bit. Commissions were low, and I just wasn't feeling it, and I just called it a day. And that's one of your advantages, one of your edges as a day trader, and not a hedge fund, is you don't have to trade. They have to be in the market every day. So I don't have to trade if I don't want to trade. So I didn't trade the rest of the day, but it was an okay day. All right. Had a good day. Did a little live trading, a little education. I enjoyed both, so it was a fun day. Took a couple trades. Well, my P&L tells me I took 15, but I count scaling in as the same trade, so I really only took 4 trades in my opinion. But 80% win rate, pretty good. Never really drew down a lot, and there was kept commissions small, so I can't complain. So this day was a fantastic day. I made $541, only paid $53 in commissions. I won 80% of my trades. Now, I took 4 trades in my opinion, but they say I took 15 because of the contracts, I guess, or how they were filled. And man, I was just on fire. I was just dialed in this day. I was just on fire. Like, I couldn't really miss. And when I missed real small. Like, so, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'd love to have days like this all the time. Give me a couple of these a week and really easy stuff. Okay, so the month ended then, so 31st. So good month, going to work on commissions next month. It really only took 1 week to make the month bad. So this was the month of May. That's what I made the whole month of May. 1st to the 31st. 56% of trades. Now, where do you know where you can go and work and basically like screw up 43% of what you're there to do? Like, what do you, like, who's gonna pay you to be 56% right? Well, the market will. If you just make sure that your losers at $92 are smaller than your winners at 107, the math will take care of you. Not a big deal. So, that was the month. Could have been a little bit tighter. Definitely could have been tighter on commissions, but it was that one day where I paid that crazy amount in my last video. It was just like, whatever, I'm over this. This was the next day. So I was very leery going into a new month. Like, I didn't know if I was going to, how you're on fire. Like, this is my, I don't know, 17th. I keep saying 17th, 18th, 19th. It's a really large number winning day. It's probably like 17 or 18. But anyway, I've been on a hot streak. And when you're on a hot streak, what I'm always cognizant of is that it could end at any moment. And if you're not careful with your risk management, you can give your whole freaking month away at the end of the month. I can't tell you going through and trying to get profitable how many times I did that. Yeah, I can. It was 4. And the very last time I had made $7,558 in 1 month. And it was the last day of the month, and I had a freaking Amazon call. And that damn thing broke down. It was right before earnings. I was stupid for playing it. It broke down and took all my money for the month and another $1,000, and then that's when I got out. And would you believe, had I held that option to the end of the day, it would have made me money instead of taking my whole month. I'll never forget that. And that was the last time I lost everything at the end of the month. But when I'm on a hot streak, I'm always like, man, this could end at any time. So you really got to be vigilant. And I was just happy that I was able to roll right into the next month psychologically and do well. Got it done today against the odds. The market did exactly what I was thinking it would do at the open. I shouldn't have traded last night, and the drawdown wouldn't have happened. I'd have started from even and made a lot more. So I drew down early this day, the first day of the month, and I had to use like a hedge strategy to get out of this. Is this the day I used the hedge? It must be, because my commissions are high. But anyway, I used the hedge strategy. I'm going to put up a video about it. I basically bought 10 micros and sold a mini, which is equivalent to the same thing. The only difference is you're going to pay, as my last video told you, you're going to pay $17.89 for 10 micros, whereas the exact same size is only $4.97 in the mini. So it's 3.11 times more expensive to trade the micro at full size than it is the mini. But you get to scale in and out, and you get to really pinpoint how big you want your position to be, like up to tenth of a size. So you pay a little more for that, but to me it makes you overtrade. But that was in last week, so let's move on. So yeah, won 73% of trades, paid 123, made 431. Could have been better. I say against the odds because this day should have been red. Okay. Friday was good. Very strong trend days. I was getting some work done in my house and had stayed up overnight because I had to buy materials early in the morning. I didn't want to oversleep. So I traded last night, and then the jobs report, and then the part of the first impulse. I then got back in late in the day, short for the first try over 3,400. This isn't supposed to be 3,400. It's supposed to be like 40, whatever we're at right now, 4,300, I think. Which I thought would have failed the first time. Initially gave back half of my day, then the short appeared again. I took it and got it back. Was up 300 over my day's trading, but didn't cash out. I tried to go for the smash, and the market started ranging tighter inside a tighter trading range. So I was not interested in trading a nested trading range, and I got out $40 plus for the day, an extra $40 plus. My broker made $700, so I'm sure they were happy, and I hate paying them. So yeah, this was a day that I really had to get creative to get out of. I had to just really dial in and figure out what I was doing wrong, and claw this back into a profit. And I could have stopped a couple times, but I kept the drawdown pretty manageable. I didn't really see any big P&L numbers. So you see I was losing at first because this drew all the way down to 720, 762. And these are closed trades. So whenever you're seeing this number, this means that the trade was opened and closed. Like, if say I was in an open profit of 762, if I don't close that trade and I go back green, you never know that I was drawn down this much. But if I admit to the trade and I say, okay, I'm going to take this loss, this is the number that you see. So it's very important when you're watching these and you see other people using these, that you know how they got to this number, if that's something you care about. So yeah, I mean, it was just one of those days where I feel like had to happen. I want to think of it that way, like it just had to happen the way that it did. I think that had I played, I felt like I left a lot of money on the table on Thursday, and I was like, man, that trend just kept going and going and going. Why did you only scalp it? But I was gun shy from losing all that money the night before and having to start the day in a deficit and then go deeper because I wanted to get in before my idea played out. So, but the next day I told myself, if that happens again today, you need to get in. And then I stayed up all night and traded part of it when it was super easy to read. I probably could have made thousands. So I'm really working on still even being consistently profitable. And by the way, this is what consistently profitable means, okay? When you have records of the things that you do, when you have receipts, okay? This is not a fake account. It's not a prop account. It's my real cash account, okay? So understand that there's a lot of people that get on here and deceive you and don't really know how to trade. And I'm just not one of those people. So if you give me a like for that flex right there, just you give me a like, I'd appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, I had to get it done in an interesting way this week, and I was able to get it done. So last one for the week, I said this was another good week. I made over 2K, but look at those disgusting commissions. That's what I'm talking about. I made 2,700, but I only brought home 2,800 because I gave 600 away in commissions. Look at how many trades. Look at how many contracts. Like that's just over trading. So I said they make me sick looking at them because they're symptoms of over trading. This week I actually had to use a hedge strategy I've been throwing around in my head to get out. And it worked, but it's high commission setup. So because I literally have to play both directions, but it did work. It kept me in the market long enough to figure out what it was doing, and I was able to take the hedge off with a small loss plus commissions. But once again, it didn't trade. If I didn't trade so loosely and needed the hedge, I probably wouldn't have needed. So putting on the hedge in the first place is a symptom of being green for the day and of not being green for the day and having to trade in a complex market. I should just get better at trading complexities of the market or out because it's not the kind of market I excel in. So the market was very complex all week, but I think I read it very, very well. Maybe a day that I read it well later in the day. But if you just look at these little pie graphs, like, I don't know if I'm getting more sure. This was a rare day where I won 100% of the trades, right? And you can see my journaling is also getting better. I started out by just putting pictures of the P&L, and then I start talking about it a little bit more. And now I post 2 and 3 times a day about the same thing. So this is my last 4 weeks of P&L curve. I'm usually not better than 50-50. As you can see, the long-term trades, I'm winning 50% of the weeks as well. The large drawdown in one of the pictures was due partly to computer issues, but I was also trading very large before the issues happened. That when it powered down while I was in a trade. So that was part of why I lost some of that money in the morning before I had to claw it back. This is this week. You see it started out a little rough. This was that Sunday night, Monday, whatever loss. And then I was able to get that back. I was able to reverse from 600 down all the way up to 2,700 up. So that's consistency. And look how smooth that is. Now, nothing beats how smooth this is. This is the best week I've ever had. As far as, I think I paid them what did I pay them that week in commissions? Where's it at? I feel like there's older messages I'm not seeing here. 131 in commissions on 2,300. I was on fire this week. I said I need to get these commissions down, and I nailed it this week. So that's what this week looks like in terms of P&L curve. Just straight up. Just boom, 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 boom. This was the week before that where I struggled. This, once again, is an actual drawdown. I actually held a trade that took me $2,600 in drawdown. And then I reversed that sucker and it kept going, and I added on, became green, took some off, tried to go short, it didn't work out, got back green, added on. And all this was in one day right here. So, this week could have broke me. I would be digging out of this, and I'd be trading a lot smaller, but I was able to realize what was going on and capitalize. And this was the week before this week. As you can see, it was very green, or very red. And these 2 weeks, I'm glad they're side by, or sitting on top of each other. I can talk about these together. This is one of the first weeks where, maybe like the second or third time where I've said, I made a mistake with this, but I'm not going to punish myself for that. I'm still trading well. I'm not upset that I'm down $1,000. I'm not mad because I know why I did it. I believed in it. So, I just got to dig myself out of it now. This was one of those weeks where I had to do that twice. I had to do it twice. I had to not stop here, because most of the time if I lost this kind of money in the week, I just feel, I'm done, But that's not the time to do it. The time to do it is when you have corrected your mistakes, like when you can go back and it's fresh and you can say, what was I thinking here? And you can journal it and you can think about it. You can say, okay, next time I'm thinking this, I'm going to do this. And you might not get it right the next time. You might have to tell yourself that a couple of times. Okay, but then it gets really frustrating. And, you just really have to think about what you have to just get dialed in. And I got dialed in this week and was able to come green. And then I was able to come green again, and then very green, right? It's not a bad week, 546, making that a day in this week and this week. But because of this experience, I feel like I was able to weather this experience better. I was not anxious or anything as I was being drawn down like this. I was just like, I think I'm right. And I was not right. So when I finally got to a number, I was like, well, you're definitely not right. Go ahead and cut the trade. And it was like emotionless. Like I had just had enough. I wasn't upset about it. So I didn't stop trading here. Like I would just stop for the week and be like, bad, and lock the account. And then the next week I'd have, so I feel like it builds up unresolved issues. Okay. I feel like if you don't take the time to stop and figure them out right after they happened, that you're not really trying to fix the problem. You're just trying to avoid it, hoping it doesn't come back so you don't have to deal with it. So, but because of this week, and I built myself out of this one, I had the confidence, because as you can see, I went all the way down, I went up. I went all the way down. I went up, and then I started the next week down 1,000. I only made 546 this week, but I ended up down 1,000 at one point, and then I rallied back. And I was so confident up here. I was like, yeah, I can do this. And then, and I was like, oh no, okay, but this is what it's doing. Okay, add. Okay, take profit. Go short. Oh, add. Okay, all right, that's enough. So I feel like these weeks are connected in a nice way. And I'm proud of that. That I can show them in all of this and still have a green month. So last post here, and then we're gonna cut this video. This was today. I recently started tracking my 10-day versus my 5-day equity curves, as well as commissions. I obviously, my typos in here. I obviously would like to always see the 5-day above the 10-day on the P&L curve, as that would show that the short term I am trending, or I'm trading better. Conversely, on commissions and fees, I would like to see my commissions trending down, as well as the 5-day under the 10-day, as that would show that I'm paying less commissions to the broker and keeping more of my money. One chart is moving my way, the other is not. So I'm talking about these here. So this is the 5-day average versus the 10-day average in the P&L. So the 5-day average is this one here. Okay, and you can see I'm making a little bit more than $400, maybe $420 a day for the past 5 days. Okay, the 10-day average takes the last 10 days, averages them together, and gives me a number. So this is 10 days. So because this is more data sets, the 10-day one, it's going to move slower than the 5-day one. So I want to keep the 5-day one above this 10-day one. Because if this 10-day were to ever cross above the 5-day, that means that for the last 5 days, I'm performing under the last 10 days, which means my performance is really falling, because this can slip up a couple of days and this would still never be able to pass it, because, if it picked it right back up, because of how much faster it is, it's twice as fast. So it can I can even have a down day and it wouldn't even catch up if the week ended up, right? So I'm always tracking this, thinking about this. I just finally started putting it on the graphs. I've been thinking about it in my head though. Are you trending up or down? And then this next one here is going to be the commission one. And what I want here is I want the exact opposite. I want the 5-day average to be under, and I want it to be down sloping. So I want to know for the last 5 days that I was really dropping commissions. I was really not paying a lot of commissions, because that means my trading is getting better. And I think these are going to be, inversely related or conversely related. I think when this goes down, inversely. When this goes down, this is going to be going up. That's what I believe. So 5-day commission, 10-day commission. I want to see this 10-day down, and I want to be below it on the 5-day, like way below it. And as you see, it's the opposite. They're going up, and I'm not below it. So somewhere 5 days ago, I was paying $25 a day in commission. And then I said, for some reason, hey, let's go pay $100 a day in commissions. That's what I said the last 5 days. And my 10-day graph, I want to be below it because it's got more data in it, right? So for the last 10 weeks now, I've been paying an average of $50 a week or $50 a day in commissions. I don't like it. I'm gonna fix it. Even if I fix it and I break it again, I'm gonna keep trying to fix it. I'm gonna focus on it every time it pops up. So maybe I only have half of them until I can get it all the time. But man, I hate paying commissions, but I hate having a losing week more. So I gotta just pick better trades, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I hope this helped you guys out. I hope you saw how in depth it was, and I hope that you appreciate the level of effort that goes into it. And the difference between this and the Discord and YouTube is I'll give you this what I'm doing here, but my people in the Discord, they get it every day, and they get to reflect on their own stuff. Usually when you're reading someone else's journals, you can think about how you should be different a little bit better, because they're being, honest with you about their flaws. So I feel like having a journal is one of the best things you can do. And this is what consistency looks like. This is what it shows up as. You just work on it until you get it right. That's basically what it is. You just work on it until you get it right. And the rewards will come. And, have a pretty decent life as a trader. But, all right, I'm just rambling now. I'm recording this late at night, so if I sound like I'm in a smoky room or something, I'm not. I'm just, it's just nighttime and I'm whispering. I'm being respectful. But I'll talk to you guys later. If you could give me a thumbs up and a like on this video, I'd appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Peace.